Hello and welcome to Parc y Scarlets, round 7 of the Celtic Challenge. It's the return fixture between Brython Thunder and Edinburgh in this cross-border competition. The two teams are at bottom of the table, but the Welsh side did pick up their first victory a couple of weeks ago by 14 points to 7 against Edinburgh. And it's the fourth fixture where 7 or fewer points have been scored separating these sides, so it should be another close one today. And keep me company for this one is Robin Wilkins, now former Wales international. Robin, great to have your company for this one. Let's cast an eye to begin with back a couple of weeks ago. The return fixture, Brython against Edinburgh. What a win for Brython, huge for their confidence. Yeah, massive, just to kind of get over the line. They had a bit of an eventful journey up there, so made it probably even more special to get that win. From an Edinburgh point of view, they're probably coming here now looking to get a bit of revenge, so it's going to be a really interesting afternoon of rugby. Yeah, looking at the performance itself, what stood out for you in that match? Because Brython took an early lead, or had a 14-point lead, which was unassailable in the end for Edinburgh. Yeah, I think both teams showed their intent to go wide, so they wanted to play from deep. I think probably it came down to which team made the least amount of mistakes. So, you know, it was great that Brython managed to get over the line. I think today, obviously, perfect day for some running rugby. I just hope they maybe bring a bit more of their kicking game. They've got kickers across their backline, so I hope they use that to their advantage and pin Edinburgh and kind of force them out to play out of the danger zone. Yeah, because these sides have played 4 times, all in all. Every game been settled within less than 7 points. So there's a bit of a history of been tense, tight affairs. Yeah, no, definitely. I think between the Welsh and Scottish teams, there's always been close affairs. It makes it really exciting. Obviously, both Clovers and Wolfhounds are doing really well again this season. So the battle between the Welsh and Scottish clubs, it makes it really exciting then all round for the Celtic Challenge. Yeah, and this being a return fixture, faced each other 2 weeks ago, as we've already mentioned. How did you enjoy these type of games where you've played your opposite number not too long ago? It's so interesting, but I guess it makes it a lot easier to analyse the team, especially back to back. So I'm sure they'll take a load of learnings from 2 weeks ago, and hopefully we'll see a bit more of a dominant performance again from Brython. Yeah, in context of the Celtic Challenge, both these teams sitting in 5th and 6th. It's a must-win game for both sides if they're going to try and strive for that top 4 spot and a semi-final place. Yeah, you'd probably say maybe top 3 is almost kind of settled, but 4th, 5th and 6th is everything to play for. So again, that's why today is so important. That win 2 weeks ago is so important. Hopefully that just helps them kick on now for the rest of the campaign. Yeah, and this being the early kick-off of the day, this result potentially could mean the winner may move up into that 4th spot before the other results are confirmed. Robin, thanks for the chat for the time being. Diolch. We'll join you in the commentary box. But first of all, let's hear what both the head coaches had to say earlier on. Ash, first win of the season a couple of weeks ago against Edinburgh. How much of a boost was that to the side? Probably made training the last couple of weeks so much easier. Yeah, we went through a real tough patch in that January window where we were close in a couple of games, took a couple of heavy scores, but credit to the girls, just how much they dug in and they worked really hard for that first win, and for it to come off the back of missing flights and turning up on the morning of the game, the girls really put their hand up and probably showed what they could do, underprepared a little bit in terms of that game day rest and the preparation on game day. So this week's been a bit easier to have training sessions. There's not so many sad faces, but they worked really hard and really looking forward to seeing what they can put on the field. But you've got to go again now, Edinburgh again. How tough is it going back to back against a team, because they're obviously going to know you so much better? I think you can look at it both ways. It's pretty exciting because there was things we left out on the field, and there's nothing better than preparing look what could have happened if we get this bit right, what can happen the next time. And it's not, systems don't really change in a week, so it's, you're kind of going back out there going, well, let's just do it again, but be more accurate, let's be braver, let's enjoy it more with the pressures off. So I'm excited to see if that pressure has come off them from getting our first win, and hopefully a couple of bits we've prepared for pay off. Yeah, so systems haven't changed. Tactically, do you change anything? Because the conditions are quite well today. Sun's out, quite dry. How do you change things? You made 5 changes to the starting lineup, which means you've gone for different personnel.
Yeah, we've brought in a little bit of experience, I suppose. Some girls playing the PWR are not getting a lot of minutes and get a chance to probably show what Welsh rugby is about at the moment, and it's trying to get everyone back in Wales, along with pushing some youngsters who can go, actually Lisa Neumann's back, let's learn off what she can do, or what Sav Picknam-Howell got good at since she's been away, let's see what she's about. But in terms of changing stuff, there's not a lot. It's not a full-time programme where you can train 3-4 days a week and change as much as you want. It's pretty quick-fired, and Tuesdays, Thursdays, again, you don't get to change a lot, so it's more about us and what we can be better at. And I think being at the bottom of the table, we can't really look too far ahead to the teams we're playing. We've got to look at ourselves, and that's what we've tried to do.
Yeah, speaking about experience, you brought experience in. One experienced player you have lost is your captain, Gwen Crabb. How much of a blow is losing her and her leadership ability?
Yeah, Gwen's leadership's been outstanding for us, and keeping a group together who's under pressure, who's losing games week on week, shows the type of person she is. And for us, we've got other leaders around who've been helping her with that, but to lose that calm influence, which she is, will be big. But hopefully with what we've brought in, we can keep the ship pretty steady, and Gwen's still around it today, so hopefully she'll have a bit of a say and help to manage along with the coaches.
Well, Ash, good luck again today. Hope you go well.
Thank you very much.
Claire, looking back at last week or a couple of weeks ago against Brython, how much of a blow was that result? A fourth defeat in a row now.
Yeah, I think you've got to look at them in isolation. You know, we've had a couple of tough games, and yeah, look, it is a blow. You know, at home we want to make that a fortress. So, but any game you lose is a blow, whether it's 4 in the bounce or 1. So yeah, no, we want to try and rectify that this week.
Yeah, from your review, what do you improve on? Because it's a lovely day here in West Wales and a perfect day for rugby.
It is, you know, there's been a bit of rain down here, I think, so we're quite pleased to see the sun. So yeah, look, for us, we've got to be physical in that contact area. We've got to match Brython in that area, and then hopefully we can get that ball moving and showcase what we can actually do out wide.
A bit of talk a couple of weeks ago about the 9, 10, 12 combination. Emily Love back in at 9 for this one. How did you assess that combination, and why bring Emily back in?
Yeah, I thought Emily did well off the bench. You know, she's a young player who's still developing in that position, so we wanted to see what Pip could do from the start. Emily brought some real impetus in that second half, and you know, again, just reward that positive impact she had 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I imagine as well the situation in terms of looking at the table, not where you want to be, outside the playoff spots or the semi-final spots. It's another big game just for results wise to try and get to Glasgow, who are sitting in fourth at the moment. Not too far from your reach.
No, they're not. And look, I think there's all 3 teams in that 4th, 5th, 6th. You know, we're all fighting for it. So yeah, look, we've got to pick up points. So that's the main thing. We've got to pick up points, and we've got to be ruthless in what we do. And you know, it's kind of like knockout rugby for us now.
Yeah, and in that quest for points, 2 other changes apart from Emily, Moody and Phillips back in. They're going to bring a bit of experience, especially Phillips.
Yeah, definitely a bit of physicality from both of them. They're both physical players. You know, Rachel's unavailable a couple of weeks ago, so having her back in is a big boost. And yeah, Kat's an abrasive back row, so it kind of replaces like for like with Merrin being out for this game.
Thanks, Claire. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Go well. Ashley Beck and Claire Cruikshank there, head coaches of both Brython Thunder and Edinburgh. That's the match getting our attention here down in West Wales, a sunny West Wales. Parc Ysgarlles, Llanelli, bathed in sunshine. Kick-off to come at 12:30, 8 minutes away. But there are 3 matches in all this weekend. This one, the first up at 12:30, as I said. Then up at Ystrad Mynach in Gwent, Gwalia Lightning welcoming Clovers. That kick-off at 1 o'clock. And then tomorrow, the last fixture of the weekend, Glasgow against the Wolfhounds at Scotstoun. Kick-off at 2 o'clock. And last week, Gwalia lost to Wolfhounds, and Clovers beat Glasgow a couple of weeks ago. And those results mean the table after 6 rounds looks like this. The champions Wolfhounds lead the way once again. 6 wins from 6. And last year's runners-up, Clovers, hot on their heels, with Glasgow currently occupying 4th spot with 11 points. So the winner today between Edinburgh and Brython will close that gap and potentially leapfrog Glasgow into 4th. So let's have a look at the Brython Thunder starting lineup. Ashley Beck has made 5 changes along with 1 positional change to the Victoria side from 2 weeks ago. Captain Gwen Crabb is unavailable due to an injury. Robin Davis steps into the second row alongside Wales lock Natalia John. 2 fresh props for this one, Elan Jones and Laurie Williams. In for try scorer Stella Oren. And in the backs, Seren Lockwood was impressive off the bench against Edinburgh up in Scotland, so she gets the nod and starts with Wales wing Lisa Neumann back available in the squad, and she goes straight on the wing. Picton Powell starts at 12 and pushes Black out to 13. And the Edinburgh starting lineup, 3 changes made to the starting 15. Rachel Phillips, who missed the last game, returns to this fixture after her injury, and partners Hannah Ramsey in an all-Scotland centre pairing. Emily Love regains her place at scrum half after Pip Benson was preferred choice at 9 at the Hive Stadium. The only changes in the pack is at number 8, Catriona Moody in for Scotland under 20s captain Meryn Gunderson. So they are the starting lineups between Brython Thunder and Edinburgh. Robin Wilkins looking at the team sheets. Edinburgh gone for consistency compared to maybe a more changed Brython side. How do you see what this one going on the field today?
I think, like you said, Brython 5 changes, but actually I think that those changes strengthen them, whereas I think Edinburgh, like that consistency, I think Rachel Phillips returning will be massive for them. I felt 2 weeks ago they were spreading the ball wide, probably not earning the right to go wide, whereas Rachel Phillips will really give them that point of direction with her strong carry, so it'd be good to see her battle with Hannah Black today.
Yeah, it was a big part of the conversation a couple of weeks ago about the Edinburgh backline. A lot of talent in there. Walker, an impressive finish for her try late on in that game. Conditions for today, perfect played running rugby, but as always in a rugby match, it's the forwards, as a former forward, that wins these matches. But it's going to be an arm wrestle out there to begin with against 2 sides on paper evenly matched as results historically would suggest.
Yeah, definitely. Look, both teams want to go wide, but like I said, you've got to earn the right, and that comes first and foremost from the pack. So whoever dominates up front today, that can go a long way then to that result then.
Yeah, having played yourself in this competition with Gwalia in the past, it seems like Brython, who are getting more and more time together as a group and improving, resulting in that first win after a heavy defeat in the opening couple of rounds. How much a difference is it as a group just to have that period together to gel again, to reform that bonds, find those new combinations? Yeah,
and I feel like this year there's been a lot of new girls being brought in. A lot of these players, yes, they're preparing for Women's Six Nations, but actually under 20 Six Nations as well, so we're constantly drip feeding new players in, and like you said, it takes time to gel, and hopefully 2 weeks ago will just help them kick on now.
Yeah, to start the season for Brython, they went 5 rounds with defeats, opening to a defeat at Glasgow 36 points to 17, losing then in the Welsh Derby against Gwalia. It was tight between Clovers, only 15 points to 12, but the big result, the big humbling was to Wolfhound, 69 points to 0 in round 4. But it all resulted in the victory in Edinburgh a couple of weeks ago. For Edinburgh, well, it's been 4 defeats on the bounce since they beat Glasgow by 31 points to 25 in round 2. So they've lost their way slightly, and for any team, and speaking to Ashley Beck, a win makes such of a difference mentally. It's given a spark to training, an added bounce. So it must have made a difference to Brython this week, being in camp, knowing that they've got that win and they've got that confidence to go against Edinburgh again. Yeah, definitely. It just brings that energy. That Monday or Tuesday, whatever day they went back in, it's not all doom and gloom. You come in, you're excited to train, you're excited to analyse, you're not almost dreading that analysis session. And they're going to be
so excited today. The weather's perfect for them, and they're going to be looking to make that stamp and just really kick on from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, what's it like being on the flip side, though? Edinburgh now 4 defeats in a row. It's going to be mentally draining. You're having to go through those review sessions, and how tough are they sitting in that room looking at the monitor?
They are tough. There was loads of easy fixes for them, so they need to remember that. And it's almost that first 10-20 minutes of any match, just get yourself into the groove of things. Obviously this game is massive for both teams, with looking to get into that top 4, and they'll know that. So, this is almost all or nothing game for them.
Yeah, points to prove, individual scores to settle, as well as we see the replacements from Brython and Thunder stepping out from the tunnel. Meaning the players, and I can hear the clink of the studs in the tunnel, the players are nearly ready as well. Come out to this famous field in West Wales, Parc y Scarlets, home of the Scarlets. And let's hope we see some entertaining rugby, as always, between Brython and Edinburgh, both hoping for a second win of the season. Try scorers last week, Stella Oren, the opening scorer for Brython, Seren Singleton with the second try, the winning try potentially. As we see Edinburgh come on to the field, led out by Hannah Walker, the captain, the try scorer herself against Brython. A super individual solo finish, but it was all too late in the dying minutes of the match. The game already lost, with Natalia John leading the Brython Thunder in their red and black kits. And the fact I learned at the beginning of the season, red and black meaning Scarlets and Ospreys.
That's something new I've learned now.
Yeah, showing the history of how this team came about.
Nice, like a.
That's not a political thing about potential mergers in men's rugby, but there we go.
I was trying to stay away from that.
Yeah, please, yeah. Jess Kavanagh with a whistle in her hand, former Wales international. So Robin knows Jess very well from her playing days. And off we go. Brython kick off, playing from left to right. Ball hits the deck and reaches Hannah Walker.
Release now, Red, release!
They're on a plate for Love. In for Pip Benson, as I mentioned, one of those 3 changes.
Take him back in.
Kick long downfield. Brython waiting, returned by Amy Williams. Well met in defence. Go wide into midfield using
Release,
Robin
Blue.
Davis in for Gwen Crabb, the usual captain, or one of the co-captains. Plenty of leaders on the field. They go in the same direction, probing that left-hand side. Not getting much change from there. Carries at the moment, Brython losing territory. They've gone from within the Edinburgh half back to within their own half. Will they change tactic and turn to the boot? No, they keep ball in hand at that. Numbers on the right-hand side. Gets the offload in, Lisa Neumann.
No, release, Blue.
50 plus caps for Wales, the right winger. At the moment, Robin, Brython struggling to get over that gain line.
Yeah, I feel like they actually tried to go for the middle a bit more than what they had done 2 weeks ago, but good decision there by Fionn to put boot to ball, play down in the half and get Edinburgh to force an eggs there.
Yeah, awkward take for Nicole Marlowe.
No, ripped in the tackle, let it go.
Up until the return match a couple of weeks ago, Marlowe was a full-back, now stepping up to 10. A turnover ball for Brython. An opportunity to probe this one down towards the 22.
Yeah, pleasing to see they went to the kick then, and they've got their rewards now. Lie now in the 22. Hopefully they can capitalise on this.
They've got some position out
Right numbers, please.
along with possession. Call comes in by
6, take a step.
Laurie Williams. Good ball. Tap backwards. Not the cleanest. They're still there into midfield using the centre partnership of Picton Powell and Black.
Release.
And a flash and change direction towards this right hand side. Bit of space, bringing in Branwen Metcalf. Shrugs through one tackle. Branwen with Sister Nell. Wales internationals.
Ball is out.
Ball's one on the floor.
No rest.
Disappointingly from a Brython perspective. But good defence for Edinburgh. There was an opportunity to go wide. They decided against it. Wisely maybe.
Spaces in the corner if Amy wants to look for it.
Oh, good luck. Dinkin gathered by Amy Williams. I was thinking she's going to go for territory and try and put it into the corner, but regathers the ball well. Brython with early territory and possession, piling the pressure on this Edinburgh defence. Cause of a high shot in there. Jess Kavanagh, the referee, says otherwise. Play goes on. Metcalf.
Release, Blue.
Game settled into a pattern, hasn't it? Brython Thunder with all the ball. Carrying hard, but not quite getting over that game line with the carries. Defence at the moment fresh. Can they keep that energy levels up? Intercepted. Is it a breakaway?
No.
Well stifled.
That's a great turnover.
Another good turnover. Pump downfield. Finds the grass. Walker takes her time. She's dangerous with a bit of space. Tries to get out the first tackle. Well held by Metcalf. Good line speed by Brython. Go to the boot using Hannah Ramsey. Well equipped at fly half as well. Mentioned that Nicole Marlowe stepped up from 15 to 10. Pushing Ramsey out to 12, so they've got two kicking options in the 10-12 positions. Good short angle. Same direction. Ball and speed is good. A pass on the top. Knocked on.
Forward.
It's been a frantic opening 5 minutes.
I think everyone's going to be happy with that little break in play.
Yeah. They'll leave blowing. I'm trying to catch some air out there. But from a Brython perspective and an Edinburgh perspective, Brython will be happy to have all the ball, but Edinburgh will be happy that the defence is holding stern.
Yeah, definitely. I think Brython be a bit disappointed not to capitalise on that early territory, but we're only 5 minutes in, still plenty of time. Hopefully they can put a bit of pressure now on the scrum.
So first scrum of the day. Laurie Williams, Rhian Bowden, Ellen Jones head to head with Alice Williams, Ella Arnold and Faye Sutherland. Edinburgh go from coast to coast, getting Walker an early touch and space. Taken down in the 5 metre channel. Support runners slightly slow arriving. Catriona Moody, one of the 3 changes. Expectancy of her to carry. They get out that first edge. The forwards trying to fly up. Brython defence slightly dog-legged, creating space on the outer flanks. Cutting back in, Kieran Bell. Stolen. Not for the first time, a third steal on the floor by Brython, as Edinburgh looking dangerous in those wide channels.
Yeah, that was great tracking back by Bran then to get in the way of the path.
Retreat, Red, please retreat to.
Brython not ready to play within their own 22. Knocked on. That'll be a disappointing error.
Yeah, I think Fee would be relieved there to see the drop ball. Ideally, they probably want to just get it out, get a bit more control, get your D-line sorted, but got a great attacking opportunity now. Left-hand side scrum. I wonder if we'll see. They quite like to have the 9 scoot, 12 short, so it'd be interesting to see if they go to that option here.
Let's see if you're right.
No pressure.
Edinburgh looks to attack the scrum. They had the advantage a couple of weeks ago. Ball does come out. Gets to Lockwood. There is space. There are gaps to kick downfield. Potentially a 50-22. Is this going to trickle towards the touchline? Stays infield, curls infield. Carried over by Walker. Should have to place that down. Will be or should be a 5-metre scrum for Brython.
That's as perfect as a kick you can get. Within centimetres, just falling short before the try line.
Yeah, considering the space out on that right-hand side, there were players available for the overlap. For a split second of the kick, potentially was going to be the wrong decision because it was so measured and so perfect.
So measured, but also really good chasing there by Singleton and Lisa Neumann.
Let's go, Reds.
5-metre scrum for Brython. This is the first real opportunity from either side with approaching 10 minutes on the clock. Edinburgh, I'm sure, will look to attack this again. Will be there for Georgia Iona. She'll pick from the base. Goes to the right-hand side. Beats the first. Nearly shrugs off the second tackle and meets a short. Penalty advantage. Using Robin Davis. Natalia John. Going around the corner. If they put a bit of width on this, there is space on the left flank. Cutting back in field. Picton Powell. Hits the post. Can she squirm away?
Held up. We'll go back for the advantage. Offside.
This seems to be a repeat from 2 weeks ago. I keep saying last week, but it was 2 weeks ago. Brython, plenty of possession territory. Didn't always take their opportunities, and they want to try and get an early score here.
Yeah, probably would have liked to have seen that ball go wide, but penalty advantage. Come back now and hopefully get a solid throw into the line now and
Open up.
hopefully come away with some points.
Goes to the middle. Good ball. Will be the rolling ball. Starts creaking forward before it stops. Bowden has it. Nestled under her armpit. She gets to the line. Over the line. The score comes. Who gets the score? We'll have to confirm properly. For sure, Brython Thunder have the first try of the game. And on the balance of play, and I believe it is Ria Bowden, the scorer. On the balance of play, it is a deserved score.
Yeah, definitely well deserved. It's been all Brython. Edinburgh had that quick chance a couple of minutes earlier, but other than that, it's been all Brython. So yeah, well deserved. Good to see they've capitalised on that pressure.
Conversion. Slides by the left hand, upright by Fionn Williams. Fionn Williams, the player of the match last week. Let's see the score. Brython pack organised and getting the shove on.
Yeah,
getting that turn, taking the Edinburgh defence away.
Just make sure they're behind you, please, Ken.
Marlowe restarts a little funny one. Well gathered in the end.
Back foot. Advantage.
More possessions of Brython. And it's going to be a penalty advantage. Sent downfield. So they come back for that.
Just the high tackle, guys.
The original
okay?
high tackle.
Just the seatbelt.
And at the moment, it just feels like one-way traffic. How do Edinburgh, if you're in that Edinburgh 15, how do you try and settle the ship and get hold of the ball?
Yeah, I guess giving away penalties is not going to help, especially after just conceding. think they just need to settle themselves into the game. So if it's defensively a big shot, or just getting the defensive processes and systems right, getting a turnover when they get the opportunity with ball, looking to get the ball into Brython half, apply the pressure that we're seeing Brython apply onto Edinburgh.
Little funny one at the front there, Natalia John coming around to receive the ball in the front. Friendly jumper in the middle. And has been to go back to the hindmost foot. Again, there is some space on the flank. Well read. Good blitz tackle there. Because Walker coming in from the left wing. Again, Walker's channel being targeted. The offload. Walker again swallowing up Amy Williams. The winger, usually more adept with ball in hand, showing her defensive abilities. Ball slowed down. Lockwood. Back is pumped up, and it's another individual error. Went backwards, according to the referee.
Release now.
No clear release.
Just a knock on by Blue. Thank you, Connor. Knock on.
I thought there was a penalty call, missing communication between the referee and the assistant. Just a knock on the floor. A bit more accuracy in that passing, and he could have got to the flank.
Yeah, and it comes down, what they've done really well the first 10 minutes is earning that right to go wide. Whereas their first phase, they've tried to move, and it's really difficult when forwards are out in the backline defending as well. So it's just being patient. Yes, they've got that first try, but still sticking to what has been going really well for the first 10.
Edinburgh attacking the scrum. Penalty goes away on the Scottish girls.
And you asked what they needed to do to change things. That could be a massive momentum swing now, hopefully, for Edinburgh. This kick makes touch.
Yeah, all to hear what it meant to that front eight, to that pack. Penalty.
Good kick.
Decent nudge by Hannah Ramsey.
On the edge.
Just outside the 22, but this is a clear opportunity to attack that Brython defensive line. Just to remind you, 4 of the previous fixtures between these sides settled within less than 7 points. So I'm sure this game will swing one way and another. Now it's Edinburgh's turn to attack. Shifting the ball between the front rows. Arnold and Sutherland combining. It goes to the right. Demi runners in the backfield. Walker come across from the left wing. Patterns being weaved.
Forward.
And not for the first time, Edinburgh showing there's plenty of pace and skill in their backline when they decide to go wide. And it's a matter of winning enough ball to feed those backs.
Yeah, I was just going to say Brython did really well the first 2 phases and to slow down Edinburgh ball, stop that momentum, but just maybe a bit of a wrong read there by Singleton flying out the line. Just allowed Edinburgh to exploit those edges, but nothing's come of it. And now from a Brython point of view, just settle things, get a clean exit, and then get our defensive line sorted then from that line out, hopefully.
Edinburgh again buoyed from that previous scrum, attacking, not winning the penalty on this occasion. Well tidied up at the base by Brython. You're going to have to look for an exit, find an angle, create an angle. They could venture wide. How brave are they going to be? They've won some decent metres, but getting away from that near touchline, so they're going to come to this side. Oh, it's worked out well. Neumann, the kick ahead. Is there a chase going to be on? 3 red shirts pouncing on McCrary. Oh, through the gate playing the 9. They've got to be careful. Yeah, fair penalty. Amy Williams jumping the gun.
And you're playing the 9. Okay.
It was all too tempting.
Yeah, it's frustrating. You know, great exit there with the crossfield. Really good chase then after Lisa's kick. Just didn't need to force that, but kick doesn't make touch, so here we go again.
Missed touch. We've barely had a break in this game. Good carry by George Iona, GB7's player.
Yeah, she came in and did pre-season before World Cup, and they're massively talented, really athletic as well, which is really exciting from a Welsh point of view as well.
Brython in numbers, running onto the ball at pace. They've found a bit of space on that left flank. Lockwood getting over it. Ball quickly off the deck. Out the back door. Try to put some pace in it. Williams. Yeah, she's struggling to get back in position, wasn't she? Knocked on. And that's the first real mistake we've seen from Brython. They've handled the ball well. They've been crisp, they've been clean. The most that they've done.
And I feel like Edinburgh are going to fancy their chances now at the scrum after the last two. So from a Brython point of view, just got to hold strong, stay nice and square, not give away a pen, and allow the defence to get that ball back.
Yeah, you wouldn't be surprised if Edinburgh intentionally keep this ball at Katrina Moody's feet just to try and draw that penalty.
Set. Stay there, 9.
Much better there from Brython.
Yeah, coming off the left-hand side. Walker. They've lined up behind the scrum, then drifting across. They've lost a bit of territory, but they've still got possession. Brython will be happy with the result of that scrum. That Edinburgh want to play and not keep it in the tight stuff. Well, there's an edge here to be found. Ball flung outwards, trying to get into space, but knocked on.
Those edges are definitely on for Edinburgh. Just need to hold their feet, give themselves that time to get the ball there. I think from first phase, though, I would like to see him actually be a bit more direct. I feel they go in wide straight away and then again kind of push back or making mistakes. I mentioned before, you know, Rachel Phillips has come back. Her point of difference is those strong carries, so get her into the game.
A quick break on the field with Robin Davis. We're seeing some treatment to her left knee or thigh. Was that just a jumping strap? Come a bit loose.
Yeah, I think just their jumping line out lifters need to strap him.
Yeah, but looking now, we're what, 20 minutes exactly through the game. 5-0 to Brython. Both the teams, to remind you, searching for a second win of the season in this competition and trying to close the gap at the top four to try and get into the semi-final stages later on in the season.
Time back on.
And Brython have been composed, I'd say, in their performance, where Edinburgh slightly laying off scraps.
Yeah, I think Brython would be the happier of the two sides. I think a second score will do wonders for their confidence and their momentum. So yeah, hopefully again another good platform here for Brython off this scrum to see what comes of it.
Edinburgh pack pouncing on that feed, but it comes out quickly. Brython. Neumann coming in from the right wing. Change direction. Good speed of ball, good carry. The Edinburgh legs tiring. First real busting run by Brython into the 22. Williams, again, ball trying to be shovelled wide quickly. Similarly to the Edinburgh example a minute ago, ball going forward under pressure.
Yeah, it was an excellent carry. They've Georgia, I guess, on the front foot. That's what we need to see more of now from our forwards, those big carries. And then just edges there, just hold your feet. give yourself that time to get that ball away.
Shortened line here by Edinburgh. 4 in there. But a little one to the front. Outside the 22, so they can't go directly to touch if they do choose to kick. But as Edinburgh have done in the early exchanges in the opening quarter, they look to run first.
Blue 8, retreat.
Kick long, straight downfield. Williams, well met, well tackled by Edinburgh. Neumann, good hands, finding Picton Powell.
Knock on.
Another error,
Just an
creeping
advantage.
into the Brython game. Moody.
Currently only Fionn in the backfield right now. If Edinburgh
Still got the knock on.
look up and look for that kick.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
advantage over.
read the scenario. Have Brython changed tactics just because Edinburgh running everything, that maybe not covering the backfield as much because you're not expecting the kick? I don't know, but there's 2 back there now.
Yeah, I think Amy Williams just maybe got stuck in the front line there to defend first. But yeah, like I said, she's back there now.
No red. You're in from the side. Retreat now.
Kick downfield by Hannah Ramsey. Again, they've gone straight down the middle more often than not. Edinburgh competing for the ball, asking for a penalty. Kavanagh saying, you're not on the ball, play on. Oh, ball slipping out of the hands of Hannah Bluck. Presenting possession
Hills, 5.
to Edinburgh.
Hands under the ball, okay.
Well, that'll be one advantage for Jess Kavanagh, having a chat with Natasha Logan.
9.
For Edinburgh. She's a former international rugby player herself. She's going to know all the tricks in the books.
Oh, sorry, on the other side.
Yeah,
You can go
no,
back.
definitely. It's great to see how well Jess is doing with her refereeing. Great player, and it's great to see that she's transferring those rugby skills to the world of refereeing.
Yes. What's the saying? Poacher turn gamekeeper.
Bind.
Poacher turn gamekeeper.
I've not heard of that.
Edinburgh. Again, they're happy to try and get in that wide channel from first phase. And they
Off
get
the
some
red,
luck from as well.
backwards.
They're similarly from all the
No,
other
15.
attacks they've had. It's gone forward ultimately. Oh, I thought it had gone forward. Play goes on. Edinburgh finding a hole. Keep pumping those legs. Alex Stewart. Scotland international.
Advantage.
It's another
playing the
penalty
9.
advantage. Emily Love played illegally. 5 metres or so short, Edinburgh. Can they sense their opening score of the contest? Round the corner they come. Trying to regain
Balls there, 9.
their width in attack. Hands played, well tackled, Lauren McGrotty. Getting tackle and ball at the same time, back inside.
Release now.
Stewart. A second carry, oh, what a big steal.
9, but they've got an advantage over there, playing the 9.
Back for the advantage.
On you.
Nicola Marlowe sprinting
On
across,
Chucky.
wanting to take it quickly.
Here.
Yeah, that opportunity's gone.
Here.
2 massive defensive efforts there by Sav Picton Powell there. Massive hit. And then getting over the ball for the Jackal. And Edinburgh go back to the pen.
Yeah, not the best of kicks maybe.
This is your mark.
A little bit safe with the effort. 10 metres or so out. Didn't really attack the corner for the 5 metre line, so
Me, please, 6.
still a bit left to do for this Edinburgh pack.
On the line. Balls down.
Well defended by Brython, they brought the maul down instantaneously. But Edinburgh forwards there in numbers. working combinations around the corner. Brython having to work hard in defence. There is a bit of space on the flanks. Can Edinburgh get the ball into the wide areas? Walker. Red shirts, 3, 4, 5, quickly round. One of the danger women.
I feel Edinburgh went way too early then, moving that ball out wide. Forwards were getting loads of good momentum there.
But it's another penalty advantage. Walker. Well tackled. Feels slightly ominous at the moment. Edinburgh pounding on that door. Goes backwards, plays goes on. A chance of a steal. Still there for Edinburgh.
It's got to be underneath 15.
Hooker.
Still got the advantage,
Arnold.
Blue. Red never onside.
Still that advantage. Brython needs to be careful. They've given away a couple of penalties in the 22 now. Again, happy to go wide. Those long looping passes. Gets to Bell in the end. Brython working hard. Those legs will be burning.
Still got the advantage.
Goes short this time before.
Another advantage, not rolling.
Second advantage. Is there a yellow card scenario building up here? Brython will want to keep the 15 on the park. Ferry.
Never onside.
Chip through the change of tactic. Little grubber through and over. Nicole Marlowe's variation. Unpicking the door lock. And Edinburgh have scored their first try, and it's all even on the scoreboard.
Good use of, penalty advantage, being able to try something off the cuff.
A lovely little kick, composure, good footballing skills.
I was going to say she's in the wrong sport.
She could be. She could be. Conversion is good by Hannah Ramsey. After a dominant 20-25 minute period by Brython, Edinburgh have grown into the contest and are ahead for the first time. Brython 5, Edinburgh 7. Those silly little mistakes which were punishing Edinburgh to beginning with seem to be tidied up. Off a shin, did it go forward? Knock on. Mentioned those silly mistakes. Another enforced error, providing Brython with the possession.
East to west.
Yeah, I'd like to see Brython now just really go for that territory game. Like Edinburgh just showed, there's mistakes within them if you put them under enough pressure, so forcing them to make those mistakes in their own half, that provides Brython an opportunity to capitalise.
Bind. Guys, come up. It's just instability there from both sides. Okay, you're right on the gap, that's your mark.
Come on, Boo, let's go.
Let's reset now, please, Dad.
Let's go, girls.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
It's a better scrum. Edinburgh turn on the power. Iona gets the ball out, but she's backpedaling now on the front foot. Offloads off the floor, finds Metcalf.
Release,
Brython.
Blue.
It's the 22 in their view. Quick charge by
No hands, no blue.
Robin
No hands.
Davis. They go wide. Quick hands, good hands. They still can't find a way into the 22, but they have drawn the advantage. A high tackle John.
Release, Blue.
Using the forwards as dummy runners in midfield. Looping pass over. Now they've lost their shape slightly here, Brython. They're not, as Robin would say, earning the right to go wide.
Yeah, they just need that dent in the midfield.
Got the advantage.
They've got penalty advantage. Quite like them to do what Edinburgh did, a bit something off the cuff.
Yeah, at the moment, they're not getting much change for their efforts, Brython. Edinburgh looking comfortable in defence. Brython deep in their attacking structure, losing territory.
Okay, no
So they'll come back for the penalty
13 are on the
advantage.
neck.
Yeah, so that's the only thing with forwards playing off 10 is it invites teams to get off the line and hit you behind that gain line. But I guess that's in their DNA. I haven't seen them play much off 9. So that's where just inviting tips.
That's
with
a
extra
good,
little passes.
that's a good nudge into corner. Sorry to cut across you, Robin.
No.
That's a
Perfect
level
cut.
nudge within 5 metres.
He's the line.
A Brython with a chance to get a rolling maul working again. They succeeded with Rhian Bowden from this near side. Can they replicate on the far end? Oh, they go wide, the release. Savannah, Dicton Powell. Oh, the dummy, Lockwood. She's over. The show and go by the scrum half. She was an impact player 2 weeks ago. Now she's impressing from the off here. The second try for Brython restores their advantage on the scoreboard. Brython 10, Edinburgh 7. An important kick to get that 5-point advantage back. Flags go up. Kick is successful. Brython 12, Edinburgh 7. Conversion by Fionn Williams.
Big thing here now from Brython is get a clean catch. And I'd love to see them just get back down there, put more pressure on Edinburgh.
Okay, try to get a bit of control
Backwards.
the last 5 minutes. Not the tidiest of gathers from the restart, but Brython do have the possession. And they're being brave, showing a bit of adventure. Ball goes to ground, but they've recovered well. Still on 22. Is there an opportunity to attack? Neumann comes in at 9. Sensibly, they go back to Williams, pumps downfield, ball hits the ground, bounces over, good exit.
Yeah, in fairness, they got lucky there that the ball fell where it did because there wasn't anyone putting Brython forwards on side because Lisa was in the ruck. So probably just one thing Brython need to think about is that exit, making sure that they do have ideally a winger there, putting everyone on side.
Is that straight? Jess Cowan, I'm sure, had to think about it. Play goes on the halfway line. 4.5 minutes left.
Okay. Thank you.
Call did come in.
Okay. What's your option? Not straight. Option. Let's go, girls.
It's going to be a scrum. Natalia
Okay,
John, the
time
captain,
off. Line's down.
with the call. He said, Lockwood, the try scorer, getting treatment. Yeah, because there is a contest at the front there, meant that the throw had to be straight.
Yeah, thank you.
So is that a law of variation? Probably wouldn't have affected you being out in the backs, but to get more ball in play time, that the not straight, you can carry on if there's no contest up there.
Yeah, you're right. It didn't affect me being a fly half, but I guess it makes the game so much faster there. As a spectator now, it makes such a difference. And definitely one of the laws that I do enjoy and agree with being brought in.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Ball in line.
The shouts of feeding from the Edinburgh coaches alongside us, but play goes on. Kick downfield, Brython Powell probing the defence. Well covered. One of the best of kicks from the wrong foot. Good handoff by Davis. Or knocked on in the tackle. As the referee's seen it, Ione carries on. Play goes on. There's no knock-on advantage by the looks of it. Yeah, players off their feet, and the call came from Edinburgh.
Like that, 7, okay. She just dived off her feet on the ball, okay. No access.
Yeah, Alex Stewart showing her frustration that the
7.
Decision didn't come immediately. Let's have a look at this again. That's the previous knock-on in the tackle that went on, and not the decision or the play that brought the penalty. 2.5 minutes, last chance for Edinburgh maybe to try and get a second score.
Yeah, big 2 minutes now for both teams.
Yeah, that's the penalty.
If you come away with points in these 2 minutes, it's a bit of a killer. But if you prevent the team from scoring, then that builds massive confidence for that second half.
And then not straight, so we'll have another scrum. And after a frantic 15-20 minutes where play was just continuous, we couldn't catch our breath, it started to break up a bit, and your accuracy, hasn't it, just starting to go wayward.
Yeah, probably just a bit of fatigue. Last 10 minutes, mistakes creeping into the game. So we've seen a lot more set piece. So I'm sure after that first 15-20 minutes, both teams would be a bit excited now to get back inside and get a 10-minute breather.
Attacking the heart of the midfield. Block. Williams, Worth, woman and ball. Neumann does well, weaving her way back in field, looking for support, needs support. Edinburgh looking to steal. Brython, there is a bit of space if they can work this one out to the 15 channel. Brython Powell gets the offload in now, then they have found space. Brython, support inside, it's going to be a weaving run by Singleton, metre short. Penalty to come. No penalty try. Has to be 5 metres. It's a penalty. It's a yellow card and a penalty try. So a lot happened in that passage of play, but let's confirm Hannah Walker has been sent to the sin bin on the stroke of half-time, and a penalty try has been awarded, and Brython have extended their lead with a third try. Half-time, yes. Half-time, yes. What have you made of that, Robin?
Well, that was a frantic 2 minutes after we just said that could have a massive impact on how the game goes, and it's gone the way of Brython. So, you know, that could be massive, not just the try, but also that yellow card. Edinburgh losing their captain out for the next 10 minutes. Going to really test to see where they are.
Yeah, let's see that high tackle again. Walker coming across from her wing to make a last-ditch try-saving tackle, but it wasn't to be a try-saving tackle. It led to a penalty try and a third score for Brython, which puts the host team in control of the scoreboard. They controlled the opening 20 minutes as a contest, but Edinburgh grew into the game, showed that they had weapons out wide, did get their score and did go ahead for a short period of time. And Robin, Edinburgh, they'll be disappointed to be behind by 14 points, but they'll know they've got plenty in the tank to threaten this Brython defence.
Yeah, especially the manner that they just conceded the last play of the game. So, yeah, big 10 minutes when they come out for the second half. From them, they've shown glimpses. They have got the threats out wide. Just when they get those chances, just capitalising on it a bit better than they have been.
Yeah, that's the opening try for Brython. Rhian Bowden at the bottom of that rolling maul, curls its way in, field nicely away from that defence, and flops over gleefully. And this was the first score for Edinburgh. A lovely individual score by Marlowe. The ball trickling over the line with some lovely footwork, catching that Brython defence napping. The variety in the play, as I said then, unlocking the door. But Brython showed their character. They get 2 scores. Seren Lockwood with the show, the go, the score. And then that put Brython back ahead on the scoreboard, just ducking below those big forwards on the fringes, those defensive pillars. And probably the best try from the lot. The break on the outside by Metcalf, back inside to Seren Singleton. Singleton, that's weaved by the last tackler, maybe thinking she's got there, but Walker with a high tackle to stop the attack. I see it again, yeah, from the blind side, catching it. Walker, as a result, found her way to the sin bin. Penalty try was awarded. And the score at the interval, Brython Thunder 19, Edinburgh 7. The second half to come shortly. But before the second half here, these two teams played each other a couple of weeks ago up in Scotland. So for the time being, let's have a look at the highlights of that game.
Restored to the starting side today to play scrum half there. Fionn Lewis back in. And Molly Wilkinson, she thought about the kick there. Amy Williams, it's all very lateral. Then they do go to the boot. This could still work for them. That's a great kick chase. It's just about to bounce. That has been won by Brython Thunder. Pulls right away and we look to set them all. They've gone up too early and it's been won by Ayla Ronald over the back. Absolutely clattered by Fionn Williams. The Brython Thunder fly half. She perhaps heard us talking about Hannah Ramsey, who's just tried to get a clearing kick away. It's been charged down. And Brython Thunder have another chance. The scrum is 5 metres out from this Edinburgh try line. They've got 15 metres or so to play with on the right hand side. If they want to take it, they'll eventually get the ball out through Georgia Iono, the number 8. That's a powerful carry towards the line on her debut. The Thunder forwards keeping things tight. The troops massing, just taking their time. Again, it's Iono. The ball almost on the line. The referee says not quite there. And Rhian Bowden, it's been picked up by Stella Oren, driven over by a hooker. Well, it's taken us 25 minutes, but Brython Thunder do get the try.
Yeah, really nice bit of work there. We talked about how crucial the Brython Thunder forward pack is. We talked about their international experience. That cam there, you can see Fionn Lewis just coordinating those carries from her forwards. You can see her pointing and organising her forwards, and each one of those.
Stay up, girls!
Hannah Bluck puts boot to ball. Well, this might work out for Thunder, because that ball bounces back into the hands of... We'll work that one out in a second. No, I think Fionn Williams is still there.
Yeah.
As Hannah, I think in fact Hannah Black has come off. I don't see her taped head, so I think they'll readjust. Well, clean through the middle goes the new girl Hannah Marshall. It's a lovely pass to Molly Wilkinson on her shoulder. Referee though spotted a knock on in there as Amy Williams scurries over the try line. Well, that would have been a wonderful try. Pressure here, and Thunder still going. Hannah Marshall out to Stella Oren, who's already got one try. The loose head prop. And almost to the try line goes Branwen Metcalf, who started things from the line out over on the far side. The Edinburgh defence strung across their own goal line. Referee playing an advantage again as the Thunder forwards look to just pick and go. Seren Lockwood lurking, leaves the ball for her forwards. Tackle made by Kat Moody. It's there now for Lockwood. Out it goes to Marshall, lobs the ball over the top, and it's Seren Singleton who races away from the final Edinburgh defender and goes in for the second Brython Thunder try, and that might well be the try which secures Brython Thunder's first win of the season.
Yeah, really nice bit of play there from Brython Thunder. They executed their line out really, really well. We thought they were probably going to go small. They then looked to spread it. Their accuracy of pass has been what is getting them so clinical and allowing them to get over the gain line. The forwards do their job here, putting the head down. That sucks in those Edinburgh defenders, and then there's space on the wing there for Seren Singleton to go over. You will probably won't get easier than that for
Alex Stewart now accelerating into contact. Logan once more taken down by Rhian Bowden. The crowd all in their feet inside Hive Stadium. There's Lauren McGrotty now, the latest ball carrier for Edinburgh. She's held up, so we'll come back again for the penalty. And looking to play quickly through McGrotty. Can the blindside flanker find herself over that try line? I think she can. The referee calling short.
I can see it just as well as you can.
I actually think she's tried to wiggle her way over and has almost brought herself over there, so I think Chelsea Gillespie's probably got that right.
I think she has, but here come Edinburgh again from the goal line drop out as they look to strike down that left touchline. It's Hannah Walker, the captain, the left wing. Wonderful run by Walker, and she gives her side a lifeline. 4 minutes left to play at Hive Stadium. Edinburgh Rugby have their first points of the game. It's Edinburgh 5, Brython Thunder 14, and a crucial conversion to come.
Yeah, almost out of nowhere it came from that goal line drop out. I think it was Nicole Marlowe who identifies the space, and Hannah Walker just says, give it to me early, give it to me early. We know how dangerous she can be on that outside. She's managed.
As the captain Gwen Crabb carries into contact, Seren Lockwood, replacement scrum half. Back it goes. The referee has indicated that time is up. Brython Thunder put the ball off the field of play, and you can see what that means to the Welsh side. Their first win of the season. They would feel that they were firmly in control. They led by 14 points to 0 with 10 minutes left to play, but that Hannah Walker try for Edinburgh gave the home side a lifeline, and at the end Brython Thunder just clinging on. Now we'll quickly need to get your thoughts on a player of the match, Rachel.
Yeah, in terms of that set of things, I think Brython Thunder, a lot of their dominance came from their control from 9 and 10. Fionn Lewis had a cracking match, then followed on by Seren Lockwood, but for me the controller of all of that was Fionn Williams at number 10. She controlled her forwards really well, she controlled her backs really well, so for me, player of the match is Fionn Williams.
It's the half-time score at Parc y Scarlets. To remind you, Brython 19, Edinburgh 7 as the Scottish women make their way back to the field. Hannah Walker still in the sin bin for another 10 minutes. Yellow carded in the final act of the first half, as it seemed inevitably that Seren Singleton was going to cross under the post for the score. The third score for Brython, for her high tackle, Hannah Walker's high tackle that is, prevented the score. A penalty try and yellow card ensued. So Brython 19, Edinburgh 7. Second half about to get underway, with Edinburgh's try scorer Nicole Marlowe to start.
Back.
And Robin Brython with a player advantage. We want to try and make most of that in this next 10-minute spell. They've got a bonus point, try bonus to chase down as well.
Yeah, for sure, especially like you said, getting that 4-try bonus point would be massive in trying to get to that top 4. Hopefully they come out first 10 like they did in the first half and get a try on the scoreboard.
That's a good kick by Picton Powell. It's the 15 channel, chases her own kick. Returned, gathered by Fionn Williams. There is space. Robin Wilkins trying to point that space out. They weren't listening. Oh, again another nice touch by Picton Powell. Forwards in midfield, finds the grass, gone backward, play goes on, well scooped up.
Backwards again.
Again a second offload gone backwards. Natalia John thumped backwards. Brython now in their own half. Williams sensibly turns to a boot, and that's a peach of a kick. And looks like, for me, Emily Love misjudged the flight of that ball. A super kick to put Brython in the 22.
Yeah, great kick. Puts them in a perfect opportunity now to capitalise from Edinburgh's yellow card. I think Emily Love might have just found herself a bit out of position in the backfield, and Fion's exploited that perfectly.
Changes for Edinburgh. You can see that Faye Sutherland is off. I believe it's Hannah McMahon who's come on there for Brython. Didn't make the most of the rolling maul. Oh, it's stealing through by Iona. One more phase of play back inside. Edinburgh, right place, right time. Great steal on the floor. Much needed steal by Lauren Magotti. And conceding a fourth try so early in the second half would really made of an uphill battle for the visitors. Well, kept in field but knocked on.
Forward.
So it would be Edinburgh ball, even though touch was missed.
Tapped forward, it's a scrum. Tapped forward by you.
And Edinburgh wouldn't mind a scrum because they had plenty of success in there. And with a player down, their captain, their talismanic left winger, they may keep the ball at the base of the scrum.
Yeah, they can eke a couple of minutes out of the scrum. That'll be big for them.
Marlowe, lateral running at the moment, across field, well gobbled up in defence. Hannah Ramsey still there for Edinburgh, ready to play deep within their own 22. They have a licence to play but dumped to the ground. That's a strong tackle by Hannah Black.
It's fine.
Kick nearly finds touch, still alive. Amy Williams steps one way, then another.
Release!
Iona forwards in midfield, not where they wanted to be.
Advantage.
Knocked on. Edinburgh supporters calling for the ball to be played.
No one in the backfield if they pick their head up.
Use it!
Now they realise it's Fionn Williams dropping back to 15. Brython try and steal it. They
You're fine.
have stolen
but
it.
She's slowing down and not letting them have access, okay? 3, not rolling.
So there's a penalty.
3.
Nicole Marlowe, who has been part of the Scotland training setup. There's a training camp about 3 weeks ago. I think a number of these Edinburgh players in that camp, including the likes of Kieran Bell, Phillips, Ramsey, Walker, Marlowe, Love. Change for Brython. Stella Oren. Try scoring round 6 onto the field. Laurie Williams departs.
Good streaks.
Ball to the tail, well won in the air. Into midfield, offloaded into the hands of Moody. Brython flying up, oh, nearly intercepted by Neumann, but knocked on. Brython flying into the tackles, making it as difficult as possible for Edinburgh to get those offloads.
Yeah, no, really good line speed there from Brython. Unlucky not to get that intercept there from Lisa Neumann.
Yeah, there's a feeling around the ground, I'm feeling it anyway, and the next score is a big one, whichever way it goes. If Brython get the next one, it could be enough to seal the victory. If Edinburgh get it, well, it's game on, isn't it?
Crouch! Bind! Set! Play it.
Marlowe. Red defence drifting across, meeting Lucy McCrary. Could be a penalty if Brython not careful. The player down in the backfield, I think it's Picton Powell carrying her shoulder. She's picked up a knock. Is it a sting or is it worse? They're going to attack Picton Powell on that wing. Ruthless Edinburgh.
Yeah, no 3.
Powell still struggling. Right shoulder.
I wonder if it's the same shoulder she's just recently come back from. Looks a sore one.
I don't know, she seems fairly bruised out there.
Yeah.
Could be a shoulder, could be a hip,
Yeah.
could be a rib.
Fair play though, getting back in the defensive line.
Because she has been impressive in the first half and the second. Some nice little touches.
Yeah.
Maybe not ground-breaking, game-breaking, busting runs all the time, but she's been neat and tidy in everything she's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel like, especially
that's
first 8 minutes of this half, she was getting a bit more into the game. We've seen her bringing her kicking game into play. Good link up with Georgia in the 22. Georgia having that half break.
Yeah, you can see it happen in the tackle there, that she's holding her arm in contact and just unable to grip on to the Edinburgh player. She lost a bit of power in the arm.
Back
She's
on.
fit to carry on. Good to see.
Yeah, it must have been a bit of a stinger. Hopefully she'll be alright now.
Edinburgh Looks like they're back up to their full complement of 15.
Open up, full.
Or maybe incorrect. I'm trying to see if Hannah Walker's back on.
She's just swarming up there
No, not yet.
behind the post.
So Edinburgh still down to 14 for another minute, according to my watch anyway.
Okay, they were competing.
Hey, not straight again. Achilles heel in this Edinburgh performance, if there is one to pick out. A couple not straights at least.
Me, I saw the left. Thank you. Yeah, option.
Yeah, there was an attempt to jump at the front by Brython.
Yeah. Okay. Crouch. Bind. Set. Hold.
Lockwood feeds. Pressure comes on Iona with a pick. Oh, poor pass backwards. The contact dislodging the ball maybe from the number 8 hands. Edinburgh sensing this is their chance to try and steal the ball. Lockwood played to the frustration of the Edinburgh coaches. They're sat just beside us. A necessary penalty given away, and they'll come back for that, I'm sure, even though it's a good kick. Oh, play goes on, they won't. They want 40 metres and more. Brython balls there, if they could go quickly. A second kick could be an option. On the show, the goal, Lockwood, she's through. Can she get away? She needs support. Goes to ground. Ball's placed backwards. Will be a penalty advantage? No. Ball still alive, it's still there. Oh, miscommunication midfield, been knocked on. Nobody home. They will go to boot. They'll have to go to boot. Williams. Singleton. Well met in defence, Edinburgh. Holding Stern. Oh, ball's on the floor somehow. Singleton's up and she's gone again. Cuts back inside. Beats a tackler. The sticks are in her side. She's denied in the first half. She won't be denied this time. Singleton crosses 4-4 for Brython. That is a bonus point score. They're having a chat. The referee and trio. Nothing spotted. I'd like to see that one again, how Singleton got off the floor with the ball in hand. She's placed the ball backwards. Oh, well. Well, I would say, Robin, you can correct me, I think it's a minimum of knock-on in there, and the ball wasn't released to begin with. She was released after the knock-on.
You're the ex-ref.
Yeah,
Tell me.
No, if we can see that again, I don't think that should be a try, personally.
Yeah, I guess it's at what point is it playing the ball on the floor?
So she's on the floor, she's not released the ball. Ball's dragged forward after being placed, so she's not released it. Then released it and it's come forward. I'd say Edinburgh will feel hard done by with that score, but going back to the score, it's a good finish. Yeah,
very good finish. You'd be arguing if the try was disallowed. You'd be arguing the other way.
Let rugby play.
Yeah.
So the score 26, Edinburgh 7. Knock on. This one spotted. But Brython 26, Edinburgh 7. As I mentioned on several occasions in the first half, only 7 points or few have separated the 4 previous results between these two sides. So this would be an unprecedented result unless Edinburgh can find a way back, and they're going to have to react quickly, haven't they, Robin?
Yeah, you almost feel that next 5-10 minutes they have to come away with something just to hold Brython's momentum and get themselves back into the game.
Are you happy with the gap? Okay,
Big thing for Brython now is just that composure, don't give away pens, just be a hard team to break down.
Yeah, also the benches will be utilised. We've seen a couple of replacements already on this near side for Edinburgh. McMahon is on.
Bind. Set.
Yeah, particularly with how fast our first 15-20 minutes was. The bench are going to come into play at some point.
Yeah, penalty to Edinburgh, I think the second or third in the scrum. Oh, touches mesh, well held by Senan Lockwood. Off those does well, the scrum half.
Back.
Brython, thanks to the scoreboard with the freedom to play, but that's knocked on. Edinburgh, they need to try and hold this ball and get some points quickly as we quickly approach the final quarter. Trying to lay a platform. Brython, plenty of red shirts on their feet. Ball finds the ground. Bell scoops up. Edinburgh back within their own half.
Okay, release, guys.
Marlowe slings it into midfield. They found the edge, but can they find a gap? Brython backtracked well. Brython still getting off the line, but not maybe as sharp as they were 5-10 minutes ago. Some tight legs starting to appear.
No hands.
Brython attacking the ball on the floor, but can't get their hands on it. Marlowe try and get into that 15 channel again. And they do find Bell. Bell with some space. She's streaking away. Met by Amy Williams, the fullback gets the tackle in.
Nothing now.
Edinburgh, they could go wide. There is a pod of forwards.
Go to.
Oh, an error and a vital moment. Brython or Edinburgh who has possession. It is Edinburgh. Now they're free down the left, cutting back in. Walker weaving away. Can she go all the way?
Tackle.
Metered away. Brilliant tackle to deny the captain. There's a Brython player down injured as well. It looks like Fionn Williams carrying her shoulder. So 14 red shirts defending. Edinburgh scoring. The second try for Edinburgh, and I think it's Adele Ferry, the scorer, but all came from Hannah Walker, the captain's surging run.
It was a great passage of play. Fairness from Edinburgh, it was probably the first time they've really strung phases of play together, moved the ball edge to edge, and it's a well-deserved try.
Yes.
Ferry, the scorer. Conversion also successful. So it's now Brython 26, Edinburgh 14. Edinburgh haven't given up yet. And considering, I know scrum's different to open play, but how powerful the Edinburgh pack have been in that set piece, that they haven't kept it tighter for longer.
Yeah, I think, you know, that phase play then showed what they can do if they look for that dent in midfield first before moving the ball wide, which is probably why then when they moved the ball wide they were a lot more successful. So that will give them a massive amount of confidence, and now it is all to play for. If they get the next score, we're in for an interesting last 20 minutes.
Good restart. Well taken in the air. Super stuff by Brython. They have possession.
Yeah, it's not a bad first touch by Molly Wilkinson. That will settle her down nicely.
Yeah, a number of replacements now on the field for either side. Brython have brought some changes as well. Working some space. Singleton on this near side ball, stripped from her possession. Yeah, Molly Wilkinson wearing 22 on the field. Also wearing 19 for Brython. Shauna Wakely is on. Better by Edinburgh now. Marlowe. Oh, good straight take up again, giving Bell. Not for the first time in the second half. Gets away from the first tackle, second and the third tackler. Edinburgh on the front foot. Brython trying to steal. They have got it.
Good. Thank you.
But again, it's those Edinburgh wingers who are making the meters.
Yeah, Bell's having a massive impact down that right hand side. Every time she gets the ball, something's happening. Just got herself a little bit isolated then, and great steal there by Stella.
Thank you. She's fine, yeah.
Oh, the hack through. Now the chase is on. Good pace by the hooker. Arnold gathers the ball. Brython now on their back foot, on their back feet, retreating. Maul's called. Doesn't have to release.
Hold them all. Taken in by Blue. Scrum.
It'll be scrum to Brython. Maul was called.
Scrum red.
So let's see this again. Good footwork and great pace by Isla Arnold.
Is it red?
Does well to gather the ball. She's tackling. Let's see if the maul is formed.
No.
Still a tackle.
Yes.
2 and 2. Yeah, all the frustration by some of the Edinburgh supporters beneath us. It was a maul. Maul was
Yeah,
formed.
definitely was a maul.
Iona slips away, powers away. Up to 22, the ball stripped before she hits the ground. Edinburgh have the advantage. Edinburgh on the attack. Ball over the top. Finds Marlowe, lovely ball back inside towards Walker. Stewart. Not seen enough of Stewart maybe in this second half. Back towards the short side. Walker does well to keep the ball alive. All very tight in that 15 channel. Brython win the ball. They come away. Now they're still ready to play and happy to play with 20 minutes to go. Still plenty of time for Edinburgh. Send Lockwood.
Take them back in.
Sensibly again. Down the ground, centre of the field. It's long and on. Decent chase by
Again,
Brython
only
as
one
well.
in the backfield. Choose not to send it though.
Crary changes direction. Forwards, tiring forwards come up on that right hand edge.
Ball is there. Use it. Okay, no hands to.
Kick downfield, Edinburgh. Hoist it high. Well received. A little step. Nearly getting away. Amy Williams needs some support.
No.
The ruck is formed. Iona Or was it Metcalf, I should say. The blindside flanker. Powerful runner. She's held her width when in attack. Very often popping up in the wide channels. It looks to the left-hand side again. Towards Amy Williams. A little bit of space. Can she turn on the afterburners? Bell. Showing her defensive capabilities. Good pick up off her shoelaces, Metcalf.
Okay. Release blue!
Brython happy to go through the phases. They don't need to force anything at the moment. They're controlling the scoreboard. And with possession, they're controlling the clock.
Yeah, someone's inviting Edinburgh to give a pen away.
Again, long looping passes wide. Rogers, the vice captain, now on the field. Rolls up, not held. Singleton under pressure at the base there. A kick over the top by Wilkinson. Where's this one going to bounce? Kindly from an Edinburgh perspective. Kick downfield. Infield. Gathered by Lisa Neumann. She spotted some space. Where's it going to pop up? Gets her toe to it. Nearly gathers up. The game has come alive, hasn't it?
we've got a couple of forwards on our knees for you.
I'm nearly on my knees. Edinburgh unwilling to kick.
Release now.
Two in the backfield for Brython. Now they do.
Knock on advantage over.
Nicole Marlowe.
I think both teams are going to be getting that dingo out.
Wilkinson. Some tired bodies out there. Edinburgh struggling to get back into position. Popped up. Carried hard by Stella Oren. Oh, tries to offload, does well. Nearly knocked on. Now then, there's a real opportunity sense here for Brython. Wilkinson. Dummies. Williams. Getting ever closer. 10 metres short, Brython. Oh, Lockwood. She's going to go over for her second score. Sarah Lockwood. From further out on this occasion. Dummies spots the gap. Goes through the defence. That's a fifth try for Brython.
We talked about probably Edinburgh wanting that ball to go off. Lockwood spots. Probably a bit of fatigue in the forwards there for Edinburgh. Spots the hole. Well finished.
Right then, let's have a look here.
Tricks. I've called time off.
It's an incident to deny the try. As it stands, it's 31-14 Edinburgh.
Time back on.
Tries good. Conversions.
Press your button, Tricks, please.
Going to be taken. So Branwen Metcalf. Sorry. Molly Wilkinson, I should say. With the conversion. 33-14. And that will be a hammer blow to any hopes Edinburgh had to come back into this one. 5 tries playing 2. This is where it comes from. Tired defenders on the fringes.
That might have dented Edinburgh's hopes, but it's so competitive for that 4th place that points difference will be massive, so they still need to use these next 10 minutes to edge themselves closer.
Brython.
And then likewise for Brython, can they get an extra try, 2 tries, just to really help with that points difference?
Yeah, they all count at the end of the day. A Brython win will leapfrog them above Edinburgh, but not into that 4th spot. Good hands, basketball skills.
Release blue.
Wilkinson, all a bit too deep. Neumann. Wilkinson, no nonsense, puts that downfield. Trickles over the touchline. They'll be happy with that, just get the full pack moving forward.
Yeah, kill out another 30 seconds minute of this game as well.
Now let's see this piece of skill again. There you go.
Plucked from the air.
It was superb hand by Shauna Wakely. Just plucked it from the air, one-handed. As I previously mentioned, Brython will leapfrog Edinburgh the table from 6th to 5th. But it won't be enough to move above Glasgow. There'll be a point behind Glasgow in the table. Glasgow hosting Wolfhounds
Ball is there.
tomorrow. And you think
Backwards.
the champions will have too much in their locker for Glasgow?
Yeah, how things have gone, you know, you would expect Wolfhounds to get the win, but anything can happen in the world of rugby.
Yeah, ball. From ball, now Edinburgh need to score next, have to score next if they're going to challenge the scoreboard. Not only to try and challenge for a win, but 2 more tries, it's a losing bonus point for themselves. Every point counts. And they've got some impetus in this drive, getting over the gain line. McMahon still going round the corner. Magotti. Good tackle.
Just knock on the floor. Okay.
Scrum Brython. Minutes ticking away. Just to remind you, Robin, in about 4 minutes time, play the match.
Guys, let's go.
Get your thinking cap on.
Yeah, no pressure.
Make sure we're happy with the gap, guys, okay?
Yeah, further Edinburgh substitutes preparing to come on. 3 replacements set after this scrum. Edinburgh trying to attack again. There's a good scrum by Brython, and there is an advantage in there as well. They get wide, now they're going to get up to the 10-metre line within a flash.
Never onside.
Yeah, it's a penalty advantage for offside.
There's another advantage.
So
for
another
offside.
advantage. So within
Offside.
2 plays, oh, they've gone quickly. Tapped by Fionn Lewis. Lewis running away from the tacklers, running away from support. Wilkinson, short ball, not expected, gone forward by Hannah Bluck. She thought she'd overrun the ball. And the pass became away anyway.
2 and 15 blue.
So there the Edinburgh changes. 16, 19 and 23 coming on. Amelia Whitehouse, Charlotte Russell and Scarlett Haddow.
Time off. Scythe.
Bit of Welsh being thrown in there. 7 minutes remaining. Referee said.
Saith Myned.
Da iawn.
Dwi'n dysgu.
Da iawn chdi. Very good, well done. Robin saying beside me she's learning a bit of Welsh. But for Edinburgh, it was that score soon after half time, which was really a hand blow to their hopes, as Singleton was on the floor here, thinking Edinburgh at the time they were having a foothold in the game, and just took the scoreboard away from them, and you just feel that they're slightly deflated now.
Yeah, I think that was probably the killer, although, you know, they came back, had their try. So yeah, there's just a couple of elements. They get momentum, and then for both teams, actually, you know, that momentum ebbs and flows. I think Brython, though, have just been the better team in controlling that, and when it's gone Edinburgh's way, they've managed to get it back quite quickly, back on their side.
Yeah, Hannah Black receiving treatment. That's her ankle.
7. Okay. Time back on.
Scrum goes down, still there at the base. Penalty advantage to Edinburgh. They can't waste any time, they've got to go.
But I don't
Gung ho.
tricks.
Looking for the next score. They have 3 scores down, 3 converted tries to win it. They can get a couple late on. They'll leave with a bonus point.
You're fine. No advantage from the scrum. 1 collapsing. Triggs, I don't have you again. Nah.
Yeah, there's another game ongoing at the moment up at Ystrad Mynach, Gwale Lightning entertaining Clovers. It is 3rd against 2nd in the table there, and it's Gwalia 0, Clovers 12 early into the second half.
That's yours. Just hold on the whistle. Okay, hold. Time back on.
Edinburgh use the dummy rudders in midfield, bring in Bell off her right wing. Drive through the first tackle.
Release, Red! Release, Red!
Brython trying to see the ball on the floor, but still there for Edinburgh. All a bit too slow now. Can't get beyond those first tackles. Penalty advantage, that's what they want when they take the penalty. Brython's defence holding firm. It's a roll away, east and west. You can hear the referee say from time to time, not north and south.
Still got the advantage.
Penalty advantage. Back in midfield, Edinburgh have lost ground here. Tawake amongst the carriers. All played. Yeah, it will be a penalty.
Okay. You have two options. Okay. One here, one there for not rolling. Where do you want it?
So Robin, I'm not sure if you've made a decision on the play of the match, but are you ready to make a decision?
Yeah, I'm ready. There's been a couple of contenders. I think from an Edinburgh point of view, been really impressed with Kieran Bell when she's got her hands on the ball, has made some stuff happen down that right side. From Brython point of view, really good to see Sav back. Some good bits there with her carries, her defence. Fionn, control of the game, lovely 50-22. Sarah Lockwood, some critical tries, but from my player of the match, been really impressed with Brython number 8, Georgia Iona. I think how she dealt with the ball, particularly earlier on behind the scrum, massively impressive for someone so young. And I just think carries have really given Brython a good chokehold on this game.
And Brython have stolen the ball, so congratulations to Georgia Iona, the Brython number 8, the player of the match. I think she's off the field at this point. And Brython go wide, but the handling, bit of tiredness creeping into the play.
I think she's still on, actually.
Oh, she's still on,
yeah.
Is she? Oh, she is. She's at the back of the scrum there.
She's just had the tap off Philou.
Yeah, she's at the back of the scrum. So she'll be celebrating her individual award later on, but will she be celebrating a team victory, which will probably be of most importance to her? 90 seconds remaining. It's inevitable, it feels now. Oh, it is inevitable. Penalty Edinburgh. Multiple penalties at scrum. You could argue maybe there should be a yellow card for repeated infringement. A popular award, I think, as it's announced in the stadium. Georgia Iona's playing the match award. Edinburgh Shepherd into touch. Good defence. That's what an aspect that's been firm and solid and impressive for Ashley Beck and the coaching crew, is that Brython defence. They've been impressive, they've been solid, they've been true to their task.
Particularly, 79th minute.
Time back on.
Still making those tackles, working hard on the inside, covering for one another. It'd be massively pleasing for Ashley Beck and co.
Well, stolen at the front. A shortened line. Edinburgh will have one final throw of the dice to go in search of their third try.
Release, Fred!
Another penalty. I think if the game wasn't so late on, a yellow card would have been showed. The weaving away, offloading, Walker, she knows the way to the line. Another super finish by Hannah Walker, the Edinburgh captain. Squeezes in. Oh, not scored.
Just in touch, or maybe
just
not
in touch.
As well.
Numbers, girls.
But that's what I've been really wanting to see from Rachel Phillips, that carry, bringing that offloading game into play. Just haven't seen enough of it today.
Yeah, toe in touch, and it was knocked forward. Good decision by the refereeing team.
Again, another great example there of just that cover 80 minutes in and still working hard to keep Edinburgh out.
Yeah, time is up.
No hands.
This will be the last play.
Yeah, it's time.
Ball kicked off the field by Fionn Lewis. Brython Thunder win again. It's a second win of the season. A second consecutive win against Edinburgh. They've done the double against Edinburgh for the first time in the Celtic Challenge. Five tries in all for Brython. They controlled truly the game from the start. Even though Edinburgh had their moments, sharp, especially with the wingers in the back three, he never really truly threatened the Brython try line often enough. When Brython, at the crucial moments, that said, were able to find a way to turn pressure into points. So 5 tries, a bonus point. Job done. Job very well done for Ashley Beck's team. And we mentioned pre-match that the win up in Edinburgh was a confidence booster. Well, what will this win do? 2 wins now to the side. Brython will finish 4th last season, and they're aiming to get there once again. The final score: Brython Thunder 33, Edinburgh 14. So this is the first score of the 5. Rhian Bowden with the ball under her arm, driving on, crossing from the rolling ball. But Edinburgh, after about 20-25 minutes, did come to life, responding to this Bowden try. Here it is from the reverse angle. And after that, this beautiful manufactured individual score by Nicole Marlowe, just tiptoeing the ball over the line, falls onto it before everybody else, identifying the space. The forwards have been knocking on the door one after another, and with changing attack. Edinburgh crossed for the first time, but Brython came back strongly towards the latter stages of the first half. The scrum half, Seren Lockwood, darting over for her first of 2. Restoring Brython's lead as the half-time whistle was quickly approaching. But that wasn't the end of the scoring. This break by Picton Powell releasing Branwen Metcalf, and on her shoulder Seren Singleton, thinking at this point she's going to get to the sticks, she's going to get in for a try, a third try. But Hannah Walker, Edinburgh captain, with a high tackle denying the score, and ultimately it didn't deny a score. It led to a penalty try and a yellow card to the left winger, the danger woman on the field for Edinburgh. So the score at the half was Brython 19, Edinburgh 7. And this try, controversial, picked up off the floor after not being released clearly. But you can't take away the finish by Seren Singleton. She scored up in Edinburgh, and she scored again down in South Wales. Swerves inside, gets away from the tacklers, and then there's no one there to stop her on this occasion. And that was the bonus point try, the 4th try. Edinburgh didn't give up. Very crushing over. The second rower getting across for a second, so you did think for a moment or two, Edinburgh with the wind in their sails, can they challenge again, get a third, get a bonus point and get an attack on that scoreboard? But the game was welly and truly done when Brython crossed for a fifth. And from slightly further out, it was Seren Lockwood with a show and go, ghosting clear, getting to the post for a fifth try. Her brace made the conversion easier, and the conversion was successful. Brython Thunder winning ultimately here at Parc Ysgarlets in West Wales, in Llanelli. Brython 33, Edinburgh 14. And prior to this result, every fixture, every result between these two teams were decided within less than 7 points. And this one blowing the doors off that statistic. So Brython making it 2 wins on the bounce. 14-7 the score up in Edinburgh. So I don't think many saw this result coming here in South Wales. But to confirm the final score, Brython Thunder 33, Edinburgh 14, and we're going to get some reaction now with the player of the match and the winning coach from Brython with Robin Wilkins.
Ash, Georgia, thank you for joining us. Massive congratulations, massive win. 2 from 2 against Edinburgh. How big is this win for the rest of the season and your top 4 hopes?
Yeah, it's really big. It's really good confidence for the girls, and I think we've been working really hard. So I think it's, shows our hard work pays off. So yeah, I think it's really good.
And then Ash, what aspects of today are you most pleased about?
I think when we went up to Edinburgh, obviously the girls had a bit of a tough flight up, and it wasn't great prep, but to see them go out there today, I think at one point there was a 5-minute ball in play stint which Seren Lockwood ends up going in under the post. So our retention of the ball, which allowed people like Georgia to run over the top of people, again on the front foot, girls got to show what they're really good at. So the biggest thing I'm proud of is the fact that we were able for girls to show their super strengths today.
Yeah, no, definitely. And like you said, the ball in play, what was your lungs like during that first 10 minutes, Georgia?
Yeah, they were going, but I stuck at it, so it was good. Yeah.
You got a hell of a Bronco score though, haven't you?
Yeah, I like fitness. I do. I do like running.
And then just last question for me. So, how will you be approaching Wolfhounds now next week?
Obviously, Wolfhounds massive game, and when we went out there, probably didn't show our best selves. So us going to this week again, we're last but 1 in the table now after 2 good wins. It's about looking at what we can do better to become better players and a better team. And if we can put a better performance out there, we show Wolfhounds what we're about. Because if we do sneak into a semi-final, it's probably going to be against them again. So it's just about us being the best version of ourselves, be as exciting as we can even against top teams, and let's just see where that takes us.
Perfect.
Can I also hand this over to Georgia, please, for player of the match?
Yes, please do. Yeah, please.
Am I going to keep that?
Well done.
Thank you.
And this is courtesy of Vodafone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, am I going to keep that?
Show it to the camera, Georgia. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, after 5 defeats, it's good to see Brython smiling once again, winning round 6 and now winning in round 7. To confirm the score once again, 5 tries in all to Brython, playing the 2 tries for Edinburgh, 33-14. And current score up in Gwent is Gwalia Lightning 0, Clovers 19, and 1 game to come. And in my ear, as I'm talking, Gwalia have scored and converted that try. So it's now Gwalia Lightning 7, Clovers 19, and 1 game to come tomorrow, which is Glasgow, who are currently, or were at the end of the start of the day, in 4th against Wolfhounds, top of the Celtic Challenge. That one starting at 2 o'clock tomorrow. So let's have a look at the table to see how the result here has changed the landscape and the standings. Well, Brython climb off the bottom of the table. Edinburgh slip down to the bottom. Brython within a point of Glasgow and fighting for that fourth spot, that semi-final spot. But it does seem, doesn't matter with the score with Clovers and Gwalia, that the first three in the table are running away with the semi-final spot, and it's only the fourth spot up for grabs between the other three. So that's how the table looks for the time being, and that surely will change by the end of the weekend. But from here at Parc y Scarlets, it's a memorable victory for Brython Thunder, their second of the season, completing the double over Edinburgh. Brython Thunder 33, Edinburgh 14. Until next time, good afternoon.